Hey everyone, mindlessbile here, and I'm going to make this quick because we've got a real long video up ahead of us. As I talked about earlier on my channel update today, we are now playing We Happy Few, so we're going to cut straight to it. Alright, we have a little disclaimer here against, since this is an alpha version or early access, you are about to play an alpha version of We Happy Few. Currently it contains approximately 50% of our procedural world but does not contain the story of our three characters. We will be adding to the procedural world throughout development, and the full story will arrive on version 1.0. We may experience bugs, crashes, and it is also possible you will lose progress between updates. The game may flat out not work at all. Then it goes on to say about giving feedback and how they can help us. Now, as I said, I played a little bit last night, but it just didn't turn out too well, so we're going to start a new game, and it gives us a few options. Number one is Second Wind, which puts the player in a dying state when their health reaches zero instead of dying instantly, and Permadeath, which is your character is gone forever if you die. You know, you don't get to go back and restart from a save game. It's erased, and you just got to start back over from the beginning of the game itself. Now, since I've already watched the prologue, I can turn this on or off, but I'm going to leave all these on. These two were automatically on when I first turned it on, so we're going to go ahead and leave them on. Well, once you're off the Joy, that is. Now, as you can see, he's censoring the news. Anything that looks derogatory of the state or contradicts what the state is currently saying, he erases to match up.
Oh, heavens no.
Yeah, nobody wants articles about toxic waste in the rivers.
When life annoys, top up your joy. I should just take my joy, shouldn't I?
Now here we have our first choice, whether to continue taking the drug or to start weaning ourselves off of it now. For the sake of this first playthrough, we're going to choose to remember and not take the drug. Maybe when we start over, we'll see what happens when you do take the drug.
Percy! Percy!
What have you been up to? No one's seen you for hours.
Ah, nose to the grindstone, you know.
Then why haven't I heard a single whoosh through the door since 10 o'clock? Did you forget we're having Deirdre's birthday party?
Oh.
We've got a piñata.
Right. Brilliant. Of course.
Have you forgotten your joy?
Of course not. Snug as a bug on a drug.
Well, come on then, finish up.
Just have a few more pages. I know you're very busy.
Then don't take too long to finish.
Aha! The power cell's empty.
Well, what will you do?
Alright, now we got to find the power cell. It's very close at hand. Now that article about his brother, it's not extremely interesting. It's just about how his brother had a photographic memory and during a scrap drive for the fight against the communists, He used his memory to find all the pieces of scrap and old cars that he had found throughout his life, and that he, Arthur Hastings, our main character, and his brother Percy, won the award, basically. So I see no reason to censor this document, really.
Brothers, I'll always look after you. You know that.
Now that I recall...
Unless they're ignoring the war on
Rubbish
communism.
goalkeeper at school too, weren't you?
How does she know?
Well, I expect you in the conference room presently. Don't dawdle. You don't want to miss the piñata.
Now, we seem to be able to have the option to keep on reading these things, but obviously we're not going to go through that.
Supposed to be coming back today. I made her a welcome back card. Do you think the canister wonders what life's like outside the tube? Of course he'd have to break the tube to get out. That would break it for everybody. Clive Birthwhistle. You're offered a party, aren't you?
Now, this basically shows how his friend here, Clive, was trying to steal his office for his view, since Clive here does not have a window and Arthur does. But the note also states that the woman Arthur was talking about while I was talking over him was about a missing employee named Prudence, and that eventually he might be getting her office because she's not coming back. Now, I'm not really sure of what people do on Let's Play about the reading parts, so I don't know whether I should read them for you or just leave them up and maybe edit out while I read them and kind of give you an overview afterwards. I'm not sure. Any suggestions on that would help, because like I said, I really don't watch a whole lot of videos on here.
Whatever
Or at least I
happened to
didn't
you,
before.
Prudence? You're not coming back, are you, Prue? But where did she go?
Looks like Prude had way too many ideas. Now, I put that power cell I took from Clive's office and put it into here to see if there was any relevant documents in there pertaining to Prudence, but I did not find anything. All I did find was a full Joy pill bottle, which is probably a good sign that she as well had stopped taking her Joy. Now, this next part's creepy.
I did take them. No, no, leave me alone. I took my Joy. I took my Joy. No, no, leave me alone. No.
I have a feeling this guy's going to be a reoccurring guy, because he is good and creepy.
We seem to be a bit behind in our work now that you mention it.
Now, the effects of the drugs even went so far as to blind them to the mess in the room that was around them, the fact that they weren't really getting much work done at all.
Shall be slaves. And that means that our ships have to be taken out of sea for long.
I never noticed that. We should fix that, or empty the bucket at least.
Alright, we're going to go on to this surprise party, or whatever it was.
There you are. You nearly missed the piñata. It's the most adorable Spanish custom. Uncle Jack did a whole show about it. You smash it until all the candy comes out. Come on, hit it! Hit it! Hit it!
Give it a whack!
Hit it!
Oh, that's nice. See, aren't you happy we didn't take the Joy? Or maybe you're not happy.
You are off your Joy. Take one of mine. Oh my lord. He's a downward. Call security. We've got a down.
The chick fainted. I love that. Alright. So we gave up our only weapon to block off the way. So now we gotta kind of climb our way out of here.
For that raised.
We have now become public enemy number one, folks. In an anti-drug society.
Good Christ. I can't believe I'm still alive. More or less. Ow. Feels like I lost an argument with a train.
What's going on in the village of
I can't go back.
Well,
I've got to get out of here.
Buying, of course, and wandering hither and thither, and marketing, and talking about the weather, And smiling and laughing, of course. I insist on it. But at 3.
Yeah, we're going to turn this kooky guy off. So every time I've played this, I started up like 2 times. A lot of the things are different in here. A good bit of them are now the same. Now, you can see that put it in the journal. There's actually a good amount of stuff we can do here. Last time this filtered water wasn't here. This is an inventory safe to unload all your items that you no longer have room for.
I seem to have done a lovely job of breaking this door. I suppose I won't be getting out that way.
Yeah, we got a locked locker. We got some rotten mushrooms. You can imagine what we're gonna do with that.
Blimey, it's Mrs. Stokes.
Poor Mrs. Stokes. I don't think she has anything
I
on
actually
her.
think you owed me a bit of money.
Yeah, he didn't say that last time.
And it looks like she's gone off her rocker.
Now this basically says about Mrs. Stokes, how her husband knew about an underground hatchway and a friend who had a boat under there to be able to make it across to the parade, whatever that may be, I'm not sure. But apparently they've been dumping poison on Apple Home for years, and the fumes would kill anyone in a half a minute. So I think that might be where we're making our way to, though. I kind of did this out of order, unfortunately. This is about her memories and how she used to remember a little girl. I don't know if it's her or if it was a granddaughter running down the streets. But once again, talking about that hatch on Apple Home, which will help lead to the mainland and away from, basically away from the main island of England, I suppose. But once we get out of here, I do believe that's where they want us to go to. So first, we're going to open up our menu here. We have our main vitals. As you can see, we have the health icon, the joy icon. We're obviously on 0% joy now. The food icon, the drink icon, and for sleep, like most survival games, well, only with the addition of joy.
Strange how everyone looks the same.
We have our
I wonder
inventory,
if that's just a side effect that's
and here
stuck.
where we have our crafting. We can make ourselves a basic lock pick out of metal bits. We have 2 of them, and this is a one-time use only item. Now as well, we also have the mechanical section where it looks like our weapons, where we have the pointy stick, which is like a branch but stabbier. I love this game already. And the caltrops, which is, people are familiar with ninja games or movie. They're kind of like the little road spikes you throw down on the ground for either people to step on or to pop tires. Next, we have a map, which obviously we fill in as we go along. So all we have on here is our save house and the water pump that is out there above it. And lastly, we have our diary, which we haven't got any main story quests. So lockpick, it's simple, nothing complicated like Fallout, though I do love the lockpicking in Fallout. And we got a whole bunch of stuff in here, including, once again, Fallout fans, some strange meat. But in order to get out of that subway hatch, we needed the Jimmy bar. We could have crafted that out of 3 metal bits, but we wouldn't have had the lockpick to get in the locker. And as our reward, they give us a Jimmy bar for free. So we're going to head out into the town of Wellington Wells for the first time as a downer. Alright, we have escaped, and now we have a new quest to reach. Well, it's the St. George's home. So maybe it's not exactly where we're meant to go. Maybe it'll lead us to there eventually. I've got to get to St. George's home. It won't be easy. They have gates on the bridges to keep people out like me. And that basically means they have joy detectors on the bridges. So I was seeing this yesterday, and I'm wondering if we're going to have to take the drug again just to be able to get on with our main quest here. And I also encountered a lot of secondary quests in my one playthrough too. So we're going to get us a free drink of water. Our health is a little bit low, but it's tolerable for now. I'd like to note that the Rose of Gilead, that is, it's for the healing balm. Can't do the purple flowers. Now here's what our citizens look like off the drug. They're not very nice.
Sometimes I wish I knew you well, and I could speak my mind and tell you. Maybe you'd understand.
Things fall apart.
Already we're getting sleepy.
Everything cannot hold.
Right from now on.
Oh, we got some metal bits. Seeing as how the metal bits make the lockpicks, I imagine we're going to need a lot of them.
Now see here, young man, I pay taxes and I demand you let me through.
Didn't you live down the lane?
London bridges.
You see, they don't even sound and act like they do when they're on the drug. Unless we're in some different section of the town. I thought about that last night. I don't know if this is what things are really like without the effect of the drug, that they hear people saying different things as on top of all the other optical illusions, or if we woke up underground in some part of the town where people don't have the drug to take. And if we look on our menu, on our map, we'll see it's a bit south of us. So we can keep on heading south. There's no marker up on the map, on the compass, as you can see, as to where this is.
I don't believe.
Almost kind of want to take the drug again just to see how, you know, neat the town looks whenever you're on it. Going in the wrong direction.
I don't know you.
Mysterious chest was added to your journal. Investigate the curious chest. Oh, that didn't come up last time. Tomorrow is another day. That's odd. Should I come back? Investigate the curious chest. So is this on my map? No?
Strange how everyone looks the same.
Oh, okay, the chest is right in front of me. Jesus. Some sort of pagan prayer. Hecate, let me be wise in the ways of the world. Teach me to see and understand. I am not strong. Let me be strong in knowledge. Take this book as my sacrifice to you, O Hecate. Hecate's a Roman god, or Greek god, whatever. Chest is locked. Let's see what we got here. Will lockpick suffice, or do we need a special type of lockpick? Oh, people can see me while I'm doing this, by the way. You don't want to steal in front of other people. What do we got in here? Pickup tosser. Increases damage dealt by thrown weapons by 2%. Pick up a sovereign. And that's all we got in there. Let's see what we got here. Alright, so we got that completed off. So go to our inventory here.
What do you do when the memories come
Now we
back?
already have an inventory and expansion kit. I can't remember if we picked it up or if it was automatically in there. That's going to give us an extra row. Let's see, we unlock another row for our inventory. But where the heck do we just automatically get that upgrade? We can see we're getting hungry. Let's eat a little bit of jerky. That took care of that. Alright. So what direction? We were going in this direction. Looks like that's our bridge over there, folks. Looks like it's becoming nightfall here soon. Maybe
it's
once it gets
coming
dark, we'll head back to the thing here and go to bed and maybe end this video. I'm sure it's already running kind of long. Oh, looks like we're going to need a power cell. Damn it, the bridge is all locked up. I suppose the bobbies are off having tea. I'll need to find a way to get across it on my own. I can't get through the downer detector until it's got power. So I need to get my hands on a power cell. And on my last play, I'd noticed that whenever I got knocked out by the police, they took my power cell. So I do not have the power cell that I saved by not putting it in Prudence's redactor. As you can see, this door here is locked. I need a constable's key card to get past there. Which just means I would have to agitate the police in order to get that. And here we need our power cell. And we're getting tired as well. We got a locker here. Oh, we wasted that lockpick. Oh no, we didn't waste it. That did work there. Sorry. So let's make us another lockpick. No, we got a joy pill. Well, at least if we got to take that, it'll get us past the detector. A spanker. Not sure what the spanker's for. Or what the big old blimp's for. But alright, let's head back into town. Alright, before we go, let's see if we can craft anything new with some of the items that we found. Getting a nasty infection is better than bleeding outright. I don't know if we need a dirty bandages, because I believe we have a couple. Last time I had the enhanced rock recipe added to here, but I didn't find it yet this time. And we can make some healing balm. So we'll make some health. And we can top off our character's health before we go to sleep. Let's go back to the pump and get us a drink of water. And let's head back to our little shelter. So everything's still more or less empty. Let's go take a sleep for the night. Sleep duration. I guess the dot's where you need to. So assume at least 10 hours of sleep.
To sleep, with a chance to dream.
Well, alright. We're ready to face a new day in Wellington Wells, but I believe the video's run on long enough, so the next episode will be us going out and really trying to start to explore this new world ahead of us. So once again, this is mindlessbile. If you like this video and want to see more, hit the like button and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed this, and thanks for watching.